Hello everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. You are with Alan Rees for today's the second episode of the Metagame. I know most of you are waiting it for a long time. I'm sorry I don't have all the times that I would like to have, but now I will focus on this episode. So, first part, we will speak about the heroes who are coming in and going out of the metagame. I will not do like last time. If you remember last time I did a big part, 45 minutes, about all the heroes in the actual metagame. I will just put one stickers in the screen. If you want to discover these heroes, you can still click on it and you will discover it. But for other players who don't want to see this, I will just focus about the new hero and hero who are going outside of the metagame. Second part, I will speak about the arena metagame for sure. Third part, I will speak about the Grand Arena metagame. And fourth part, I will speak about the Grand Tournament because it's there some modification in according to different reasons. Really important point, I'm actually level 104 and most of my server is level 104, so this metagame will be for level 104. Be careful because between 100, 103 and 104 and after 105 it's huge difference. So if something that you are trying because you are level 103 doesn't work, don't worry, think that the items, especially for physical damage dealer, give a crazy difference in the final result. So let's begin now about the list of the heroes who are going inside and outside of the metagame. I just want to clarify one important point before to give you my list of heroes. When I will put one hero inside of the metagame or outside of the metagame, it's not mean that one hero will go outside is an absolute garbage and that nobody must use him anymore. It means that in the actual main team that you can meet in Arena, Grand Arena or War of the God, you will not see this hero really often. It's all. This point is closed. Now you know exactly why they go out or why they go in. Let's begin the list.
Even in death I was allowed no rest. Once conquest is finished, I will have peace.
The first hero who is going outside of the metagame is Warchief. We were expecting a lot about this hero due to the Death Knight legendary, but finally it's a kind of disappointment because he's not so good and we can replace him easily by something better. That's why not a lot of players are using him.
Mine is the path of the penitent. Some sins cannot be atoned for.
As a tank, we have a Cross Knight who disappeared nearly for whole team. In Grand Tournament, you can still find him in really efficient team. He can be used as counter against some of Master Mage team in War of the God, it's true, but excepting that, he's totally out of the metagame, and I think the main reason it's his damage. His damage are crazy low. Even a little cat is doing more damage than him. And when you see all the arsenals that you can have in the actual tank, you will not use him and you will use something else. That's why this hero is outside of the metagame. The third hero with quitting the metagame is Dungeon Keeper. The main reason for Dungeon Keeper is about his position on the battlefield. Actually, the problem for most of the players who are trying to build a team around him, he's in front, not enough things to be interesting. So you have only a Griffin who is behind and all other heroes are in front of him and he can't defend anything. So it's really a problem with this hero, and unfortunately because this hero and his skill are really good.
Strike them down! Strike them all down!
The fourth hero who is going outside is Disease Bringer. Unfortunately, one support who is really good in a Grand Tournament, but in Arena, Grand Arena, it's really difficult to find one Disease Bringer, and it's due for sure to his survivability, who is really low. If you have Arcane Sapper who is jumping on him, you will cut him in 2 hits, and you will lose 1 arrow for nothing.
Oh, yes!
I'm really happy about the last hero who is going outside of the metagame for this month. It's Queen of Curse. You know, for people who are following me from long time, that I hate this hero. She's totally random, and even if she's good at low level, she can one-shot easily every hero. Actually, when you reach some high level, she is not doing so high damage. She can save you some situation, it's sure, and by miracle of swap, she can make you win one match, but most of the time she will be useless, and it's really good that she's going outside. Her main use right now is in red, because her debuff for magical resistance and magical and physical armor is really nice. It's all for this character, and I'm really happy. Let's now discover which heroes are going inside the metagame.
By the roots of my ancestors, this ends now.
As a tank, we have this month one hero who is doing his entrance. It's Ancient Protector. This hero was used in the past to counter a Turtle Fighter with your own Turtle Fighter. But right now, the good point with this hero, you can use him as combo with, for example, Ghost Knight. You will be able to lock the enemy Turtle Fighter for a long time, and you don't need your own Turtle Fighter. It's a good point. It's one hero who has a crazy statistic of life. If you check, it's a giant. Okay, it's not crazy important, but it's a giant. He has 75,000 HP when he's max geared. He has more than 1,000 of armor class. It's really nice too. So you have one hero who is able to do good combo, to disturb Tarot Prophet, for example, with his own flowers. And the minus of this hero, it's his magical resistance. When you check 410, it's really low, and he's really slow to be efficient, because you need that he is full of energy, you need that he go in the backline, that he begin to summon flowers. So it's not crazy efficient, and for example, it's crazy easy to counter. If you have a Amber Blade in front of him, it will be big butchery. As of tank, we have this month 2 new heroes. First one is Oz. He's definitively in the metagame. Actually, he was the 2nd anniversary hero. I put him as off tank because till he will reach the level 105, it's difficult for him to hold the front line. He has some good defensive statistics, like you see, 70k HP, 850 armor class, 630 of magical resistance, and when he will reach this last item, for sure he will be able, without any problem, to hold the front line. It's one hero who is dealing a crazy consistency of damage, who has good resistance, and who is able to ultimate 1, 2, 3 times during one fight, so it's really nice. As a weakness, we can tell about him that he is directional, so if you are able to turn him, you will limit his damage a lot. And last point, against flying hero is not so good, but actually it's possible to do without this.
Full speed!
Second off tank for this month is Evil Rabbit. For sure it's the last VIP hero, so not many players have him actually, it's true, but this hero is just amazing. He is able to be behind main of the tanks actually in the game, to deal some damage, to mess the battlefield. He has a good survivability, so this hero really, I give you a hint, it's a game changer for the future of the game, like was Turtle Fighter or like was Sorceress. If you don't have him still, when he will be released, invest on him, it's not lost 100%. He has some weakness, it's true. First of all, is a little random. For example, if you are playing against Lightbringer and you are grabbing Lightbringer at your contact, you can lose instantly the fight, and it's pity, but it's the game. Second point, it's one hero who need training to be efficient. If you have him at 3 stars without any training, he will be easy to kill. If you have him 5 stars with a lot of training, it's another hero, I give you the guarantee of that, and this hero is really amazing. Unfortunately, this month we don't have a new support in the metagame. I was believing in Fairy Forest, but unfortunately, even if she's useful in some situation, she's not definitively in the metagame, and we will go directly in the physical damage dealer. And in the physical damage dealer, we have Finslayer who make his entrance, and actually is still a VIP hero. Because if you are not VIP 11, you have no way to get him in the game if you are in all the server, I mean. And this hero is really interesting. He's able to snipe because his third skill is targeting the weakest hero. He's able to deal massive AoE damage, so it's a really good point. And unfortunately or fortunately, because he must have a weakness, he's really weak. It's easy to kill him, and most of the time he will die before his ultimate. It's really pity. But if he begins to ultimate one time, he's really strong because he has a shield. He will recover all his life because of his lifesteal. It's really, really nice damage dealer who begin to be used a lot, especially in Grand Arena.
I am the right hand of justice.
To begin with the magical damage dealer, I do the correction of one mistake that I did last time. I forgot Imperial Executioner is not new. He was already in the metagame and he's still in the metagame. You can be sure of that. Strong mono-target damage dealer. Little weak in one side, but if you are able to train him a lot in the training camp, you will have one hero who will be able to receive some damage and to deal really nice mono-target damage.
May I be sacrificed for you?
For the three last magical heroes for this month, they are coming together, if we can tell, because these heroes are part of the new Master Mage team who is really efficient in the metagame, and I will show you later in the video how to counter this team. It's a really famous team in War of the Gods, and even in Arena you can use this team, or in Grand Arena with a quite good result. So this hero is there just about one of her skill, last one, Ahriman. Upon death, Fira restore energy for the whole team, 525. It's more than half of the energy of the whole team, and it begins the apocalypse on the battlefield, and most of the time you will win because all your ultimate will kill or nearly kill the enemy team. If you have Master Mage without this skill, you can forget about her, she's useless.
Who's next to burn?
The second hero who is linked to this team is Inferno. Inferno has 1-. He's squishy as hell. In this Master Mage team, he is really strong because when Master Mage will die, he will be able to ultimate, and his ultimate is crazy painful. He can one-shot, for example, if you have in front of you Death Knight and Soul Hunter, he can one-shot them with his ultimate. So that's why he is in this team, and that's why he is inside the metagame.
Fear the shadows!
I put Hidden Needle in the magical part of my video. You will be right if you tell me that she is not a magical damage dealer, it's true, but she's also not a physical damage dealer. She's doing holy damage, and we all know that holy damage is something else, so I choose to put her in the magical part to show you the link that she has with Master Mage, it's all. We can use Hidden Needle for sure without Master Mage, she can be efficient too, but with Master Mage she's really nice because she will be full quickly, and it's her minus actually, her energy is growing up totally slowly. With Master Mage it solves the problem, and her ultimate is painful as hell, and if she succeeds to kill one enemy with her ultimate, she will be able to ultimate again and give you the win nearly 100% of the time. That's why she is here. So her little weakness, she's squishy, but it's compensated by the fact that after that she kills someone, she gets one shield protection who restore her energy. It's all for new hero in the metagame. We will speak now about the arena. The first team that I will counter today will be a Master Mage team. This one is the more standard Master Mage team that you can meet actually in Arena or Grand Arena. You have Master Mage with Hidden Needle, Manipulator, Sorceress, and Lightbringer. One little hint, if you are playing in War of the God and you want to save Sorceress and Lightbringer, you can do without problem Witch and Inferno instead of Sorceress and Lightbringer. It will be little less efficient, but it will be really good. You can also use a Phoenix, it's one other possibility. But right now, the version that is interesting for us, it's this one, and I will show you how to counter this version. The counter for this team is working approximately at 100% of the time. You normally knock back the Master Mage behind. I will show you in 2 times. This time, even with bad RNG, you can see what happened. It's one try where you are not lucky and you will rape this team totally without any kind of problem. So you can see the fight is nearly over in 30 seconds. Okay, even if you success to do something, okay, she will do her ultimate. And it's finished. You can see when you check the replay that excepted her ultimate, this team didn't do nothing. I will show you another try. This is the second try when the RNG is better. So you knock back Master Mage, you are in front, you will take some spell in front of you. My Rose Fencer is full, and when my Rose Fencer will do his ultimate, the fight is over. Even with the ultimate of Master Mage, hop, and it's finished. The same, the fight is 30 seconds, and it's not possible to lose. So, in some situation, one time on 100 you will lose, but most of the time this composition is working really well. And the good point of this composition, if you are watching deeper for War of God, for example, you don't have any strong K hero inside this team. No Turtle Fighter, no Sorcerers, no Lightbringer, so no Undead team. So you can keep all your hero for your 2 other teams. This counter is working really well. Let's now discover the second team that I will counter today. The second team that I will counter today is not a new team, but is still a team that you can fight a lot in Arena, especially. It's one team with pain in the ass because it's a timeout most of the time. You have a Turtle Fighter, Death Knight, Soul Hunter, Chemist, and Tarot Prophet. So it's a 5 hero who has a good survivability and it's difficult to kill. I will show you one counter that it's possible to realize without VIP 11 locked hero. It will be all VIP hero inside for sure, but all the hero that I will show, you can have it in your arsenal. One of my friends gave me this counter. Like you see, you have a Ancient Protector with Ghost Knight. It's a famous combo that I was speaking about. You have a Turtle Fighter who is locked long time in the fight. My Ancient Protector who will begin his ultimate early in the fight. It will control Tarot Prophet for a long time. And with that, some good damage. Okay. So you will see that damage are more and more amazing. Turtle Fighter is dead. It's already a good point. My Chemist is surviving. He will kill one hero. It's Tarot Prophet who is died. The ultimate of Sorceress will finish the job. And now you have only one hero who is surviving, 10 seconds. It's not bad. And this counter is working really well. If your hero are upgraded, you can have something like 80-85% of win rate. I will show you another example. For the second fight, I show you the variation. Instead of Tarot Prophet, you have a Puppet Master. I want to show you that it's exactly the same. When you fight one timeout, it's nearly the same result against all timeouts. So it's why I show you this one instead of the same. But you will see that the result is more or less exactly the same. The good point is that Puppet Master at the beginning is eating Sorceress, so after that she is full really fast. And even with a bad RNG, because my Ghost Knight did his ultimate in the wrong side, he was mind control, but with this I will do crazy damage, and when you have one healer who begin to die, the fight is nearly over. Okay. 30 seconds and the fight I know already that I won. Okay, so 15 seconds of time, nearly like before. I was what 12 just before, and if you check the damage, you have something not bad. Only the puppet master of the enemy deal big damage. It's normal because it's a lot of flower behind. So I will show you now the last fight. The last team that I will introduce today, it's this one: Turtle Fighter, Death Knight, Rose Fencer, Sorceress and Puppet Master. It's pretty famous team actually in Arena, not like last month when you could find 30 teams exactly the same, but it's a good team. I will show you two ways how to kill it. One way for VIP 11 more, and one way for VIP for low VIP or VIP less than 11. This team is for VIP 11 more, so you have a Rabbit who do a crazy job, you will see. And finally you have in this team Death Knight to hold in life a Turtle Fighter. All the other heroes are able to hold in life alone, and when you begin to kill, Puppet Master is dead. It's really fast after that. Sorceress now in the contact. She will have time to do her ultimate and to do some good damage for sure. Fortunately for her, because the fight should be really fast if she didn't ultimate. And you are already 5 versus 3. Okay. 5 versus 2. Still 35 seconds, and you know that you will finish correctly, because Death Knight is really good, but he's not able to absorb so much damage. It's not possible. Okay, and now 20 seconds, you have only Rose Fencer. Even if he succeeds to ultimate, the fight is over. Okay, 5 heroes alive, the fight is over. So this is for the version with a VIP 11 more, because like you see, I have a Rabbit. Now I will show you one version for a VIP less than 11. If you are a low VIP, you can try this composition with really nice. You have a Treant and a Turtle Fighter to do the trick, and you will be sometimes even able to kill Turtle Fighter before that he begin to roll. You will see that this time it was close. I did some quantity of duel, and sometimes it's happened really good things. This time it's normal, nothing crazy, nothing bad, and you will see that the result is pretty nice. When your Treant is going behind, the really nice things is the ultimate of Puppet Master is touching only the Treant, and the Imperial Executioner is well protected. So after that, you have to kill Turtle Fighter. Boom! Sorceress is dead, and it stays only Puppet Master with 30 seconds of time, so it's already finished. So it's one possibility. You have only Ghost Knight with a Grand Tournament hero, and Chemist with here from long time. So it's not really hard composition to do, and like you see, it's really efficient against this kind of composition. It's all for the arena for today. Let's now discover which solution we have in the metagame in Grand Arena. About the Grand Arena, I just want to speak with you about the team building. I don't want to give you one list of the teams that you must have or mustn't have. It's no sense to do like that. I just want to give you my opinion and my way of minding for this feature. So, usually when your opponent is enough strong, you will have one Turtle Fighter team who is not timeout team, because timeout is not working in Grand Arena. You lose. You will have one undead team, and in this undead team, usually you will find Death Knight, Soul Hunter, Sorceress. After that, you can have all what you want. I choose in my case to put Ghost Knight with also Undead and Lightbringer with fitting really good in this team. But the third possibility is totally free. You can have Master Mage team, why not? You can have a Dwarf Warrior physical team like I did with Evil Rabbit with fitting totally good in physical team. And you can have Vanguard Warrior team even if Vanguard Warrior is not so famous right now. Now that you know that, you can counter the teams of your opponent even if he's stronger than you. I explain. If you know that his Turtle Fighter team is in first position, because you will see the first team most of the time, and that you can beat it or that you will have a 20% or 10% of win rate against this team, you will drop, it's not a problem. Let his Turtle Fighter win the match, use your Turtle Fighter to ensure one win from your side, and after, for the last team, you must guess what he has, so sometimes it will take 2 tries for you. When you will know first match which team he has, you can do the counter, and second match, you will avoid his team when you are not sure that you can win. Don't spend K hero in this kind of team, it's useless. It's like in War of God. If you saw my video yesterday in War of God, when I have less in my head, less than 60% of win rate against one team, I don't use any K hero, because if you do it and lose, the match after will be more and more harder. So it's all like that, and if you are doing well like that and understand really good the metagame, you will have good result in Grand Arena 100%. I will not add something for Grand Arena, it was just a point of minding. Let's now speak about the Grand Tournament. It's now time to speak together about the guild tournament. So, like I told last time, it's not a crazy revolution. You still must have your Turtle Fighter team in first position. It's really, really important. I speak about the power for sure, and I want to show you something really important. Actually, in the metagame, in guild tournament, you can find different teams. You can find this team, who is pretty famous, 71.5k power, one of the best teams that you can find actually. You can find the same things with this one, nearly the same power, and you can find something a little different like that. Up, and where he is, the last one, with little less in power. If you choose to do this team, with Chaplain and Lightbringer, for sure you have really nice Turtle Fighter team, but she's really low in power, and your Dwarf Warrior team will be most powerful, and probably your Undead team with Death Knight and so on will be most powerful. It's one problem, because if this team is able to do good streak, if at the beginning of the fight you lose a lot of fight with a free kill because your team are raped by the Turtle Fighter of the enemy, you will be not able to win the fight. Last problem, in our guild actually, not a top guild. If you have some guild where all players are VIP 11+, you don't have this problem, but it's not the main situation in all the guild. Usually, in all the guild, you have one player 105, 30, 40, 50% of the player 104, and some player level 103. I speak about the top guild already. In this situation, the player who are level 103 will be far behind by power for the player who are level 104. And you have to find solution, because even if you are level 104, if your team, first team, are Dwarf Warrior, Death Knight, blah blah blah, and they are meeting Turtle Fighter of enemy, you will chain lose, because you will not be able to do some good kill, and the enemy will do chain kill. There is one solution, and I will show you this solution right now. You can do as first team, it's only for VIP 11+, sorry, but you can do this team, up, who is pretty strong, 72.5 in power, and this team is able to kill actually all the turtle fighter, 1, 2, 3 in the streak. It depends of your luck, it depends of the RNG, but all the teams that you will kill with this team, it's bonus. This team is not weak. It's your main team who must be the most powerful, and after this team, you must have your turtle fighter and all your other team behind turtle fighter. The second advantage of this team, it's not a problem. You can play undead team as first, who will be able to kill turtle fighter. I will show you just after. And you can play with your turtle fighter team with Chaplain, who will be behind. And by the power, you have no problem in this situation. I just want to show you now the match between the undead team and the turtle fighter team that you can meet in a grand tournament. I want to show you the first situation. So when you are meeting turtle fighter with Rose Fencer and Sorceress, I grab Sorceress. It's a kind of lucky grab, but you see that after I'm not lucky because my character didn't one-shot her. Normally she must be one-shotted, and it's not the situation. I get a lot of problem after that. My team is separate, so I don't receive so much heal, so we can tell that the RNG on this fight is not at my advantage. They taunt my rabbit, so it's second point who is not good for me. I let you watch the fight, how it's going on. My rabbit is now not taunt, it's good news. Okay, so I kill the heal of the enemy. I grab Rose Fencer, it's not bad. And Rose Fencer is dead. And now I have even sometimes to regenerate my life, and I finish the fight with not so good RNG with my 5 heroes alive. I can show you the statistic of the fight. It's really nice situation, and in this situation you will begin the second fight with a good advantage because some of your heroes are already full energy. I will show you now the second situation. For the second fight against this time the turtle fighter with Lightbringer and Chaplain. Another time I'm not lucky because I'm grabbing Lightbringer, so I will get all the explosion in the short range. But even with that, normally I will be able to finish the fight without so much problem. You see, Chaplain is healing, so okay, we are 5 against 4, but in not the best situation for me. If I can kill the turtle fighter, it will be more easy after. I will not be blind. Voilà. Chaplain who is healing for the second time. I receive the ultimate. And I still have all my heroes alive. Even if I lose some life, for sure. No, I will finish the fight. With another time all my heroes alive. You can check the statistic of the fight. Even with the crazy damage of Sorceress, I didn't lose one hero and I'm able to kill every hero. It's in the situation where the fight is beginning from the empty side, but during the fight, for sure, you have RNG. You can meet one team with full energy and you will probably lose. You can meet one team where you are full energy and you will probably do 2, 3 in the streak. So it's all depend of the RNG, but I would show you that it's totally possible to beat a Turtle Fighter team with this kind of team. It's all for the guild tournament, and for this episode of Metagame, it's now time to conclude. Thanks for everybody who watched this video till the end. I know that it's a little long, but video about the metagame will be always like that. I hope it will help you a lot for different features that we have actually in the game. Also for War of the God, if you understand perfectly the metagame, you will be able to reach at least Legend, and after it's just a question of try. Don't hesitate to like this video if you like it, and to subscribe to my channel if you just discover my work. Thanks guys, bye bye!